It's showtime! Hello fam! Welcome to another video. Wow, I missed you guys so much. Yesterday I couldn't do a live and I can feel that, you know what, something was missing inside of me. But I'm super excited to be here. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're having an amazing day and hope you're making this day count. My network for today, I think it's kind of taking. So my network is not the best. Oopsie, what is that? I had something white on my lip. Okay. I was eating, so probably it's the food. Hey Juliet, Ellie Bird, I see. Hey darling, welcome. I hope that my network won't give us a problem. Like I was saying, my bandwidth is not the greatest today. That's why I even went live at around this time. But I'm hoping that we're going to make it work and we're not going to waste time. We're going to make this live count because I believe that what we do on my channel is all about empowerment and transformation, and your time is valuable. I value your time as much as I, value my time. So I hope that you're going to enjoy this. Let's see. Was literally waiting at the door. You are the best. I like that. Hey, Mario. Hey. We are within. Pagati insight. Yes, Pagati insight. I like it. Thank you, Moyo. Happy to have you here. Glad to be here. Listen, I'm happy, guys. I missed you guys yesterday. And yeah, but anyway, before the network decides to just do funny things, let's get to the topic of the day. So today we're talking about confidence, how to, boost your confidence, and especially when it comes to YouTube, because there's someone who's out there who wants to start a YouTube channel, but they're like, I can't start. I'm not that confident. When I think of, doing a video in front of people, even though at the time they're not looking at me, but looking at the phone screen or the camera screen, I feel like, it's just intimidating me a little bit and all of that. So I'm here to help that kind of person who's saying, I'm not that confident and all of that, right? Now, before we even go to YouTube itself, it's important for us to start with this point as to what does it mean to be confident? What does it mean to be confident? When we talk about confidence, what do we mean? So it's important for us to firstly identify those points. For me, I can see my network is doing funny things. Okay. So being confident is something that is very important, and it doesn't just come naturally to some people. Some people are like they just grow up being reserved and not necessarily being too outspoken and all of that. And one thing that I've noticed is that people confuse confidence with the way you speak. So just because you're that kind of person who is loud and everything, they think you're the most confident person ever. And some people actually hide behind being hyper, speaking, having so much things to say, having the biggest energy. And sometimes they hide behind that hyper side of them, and the confidence is not actually there. But instead, they're hiding the fact that, I'm not that confident by using that part. So I want us to break that out. Hey, Zweli. Hey. It's me. What do you mean it's you? Are you the one who's struggling from confidence? Huh? Juliet is saying, yes, Julie. I mean that you have a lot of people that hide behind being hyper and all of that. And you have this reserved person. And the minute, it's like when you are in the middle of a conversation, or let's say you guys are in a room, or maybe a class, for example. I'll make an example with maybe you're at an event or at a class or something like that. So when maybe someone is asking questions and everything, how a person responds says a lot about them. Or maybe if a question gets to be posed, you get to see that, you know what, this reserved one, she's my kind of girl. I would want to hang out with her. And then this one who's hyper, like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So we need to eliminate that part and try to understand what confidence is. Well, if you grew up being reserved and all of that, and you're thinking, I don't think I'm that confident and all of that, it's mainly because you have what we call self-doubt or low self-esteem. Because what makes a person start being not so confident is because there's something in them that they're not happy about. There's something, be it in their body or something that they doubt themselves with. Yeah, it could be something like that, or something that they feel like they're not capable of doing. So that is something that can actually say that you are not confident and all of that. All right. So we need to eliminate that part as to what can you do for you to boost your confidence. Number one, stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself, because that self-doubt is actually stopping you from doing something. All right, let's see the comments before I go any further. Zweli says, yeah, it's me, afraid even to take a picture. No, Zweli, why? Why are you even afraid to take a picture? Don't you love or don't you appreciate looking at yourself? What happened to self-love, Zweli? So, in my opinion, Zweli, I feel like you need to somehow deal with what you're afraid of. Because you're saying that you are afraid. You see, now this is another point. You're saying you are afraid. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of what people may say to you? Are you afraid of the fact that you think you look a certain way? What are you afraid of? And being afraid of people, how will that benefit you? Let's just be honest. How will that benefit you? You're a person, you're human. We as people, we are different in our unique ways. We are just different, and we are unique in our own ways. Whether you don't have a left eye, whether you don't have an ear, whether your head is somehow, like, it doesn't matter how you look or whatever. Your features has got nothing to do who you are. The real person is from within. Like, honestly, I never look at a person's feature and go like, that person, I mean, they look, and all of that. And I know that, as we grow up, there were times where as kids and teenagers, you would see maybe a student or a learner who has maybe a bigger head or big ears. We will make fun of those people and all of that, something like that. And as you grow, you realize that, but why did I do that? I mean, we are different in our unique ways. That person was born that way. They are special in their own way. And why should we even laugh at them, So the issue of being afraid could be because somehow there's that child in you that you didn't get to heal. If there's the issue, please try to deal with that. And you're probably the most good-looking person, who knows? And I can see that you don't even have a profile picture on your profile. So I don't know. Deal with that, and love yourself as you are. Appreciate yourself as you are. Maybe then you will start being okay with yourself. Moyo says, I struggle with confidence. Hey, I hardly take pictures in general. The last time I took a picture was 2018 and I was forced. I'm dealing with a serious matter here. This right here is a serious matter. You guys need to consult. I have to have a one-on-one consultation with you guys. No. 2018. Okay. All right. Now, jokes aside, I can see that this is some kind of a problem. The fact that you're struggling with confidence it means that there is something that might have happened to you that made you feel like you can't be confident enough and appreciate yourself. And what I'm getting from Zweli and Moyo is that you guys seems to be not okay. It's not an issue of just confidence. It's like you are not even appreciative of yourself. You are not loving yourselves, because if you are if you're not even focusing on loving yourself, I mean, if you are not even able to take a picture, it means that you guys don't even spend a lot of time looking in the mirror. It's like this person that you're seeing is not somehow inspiring you, is not, making you feel good about yourself. And I feel like that's where it needs to start. You need to start by loving yourself. And confidence is built by you loving and appreciating yourself, and to speak positive about yourself. Because I'm thinking right now that the only reason that might make you guys not to be confident could be because you have something that might have happened to you in your past, or way when you're still growing up. It's that inner child in you that you didn't heal. Maybe people were looking down on you or telling you how ugly you are or something like that. And maybe that has stuck in your head, in your brains, to say, I'm not good enough and all of that. And if you keep speaking negatively about yourself, if you keep speaking negatively about who you are and what you're not capable of and all of that, then you will have a problem. And another thing also is that if you are not confident, I mean, let me hide this comment for now. If you are not, if you are not, talking positively, like I said, if you don't talk positively about yourself and just everything about you, then you might have a problem with confidence boost. And also self-doubt. Self-doubt, guys, we all at some point had self-doubt. We doubted ourselves at some point, where, I mean, myself as a public speaker, as a designer, there would be times where I need to design something for a client. And then I think of the brief and I doubt myself a little bit to say, oh, can I correct this? Can I design that website and everything? That element of self-doubt comes in a little bit. It's that inner voice that comes in, that self-doubt. I mean, that doubt that wants to just lead you to a negative side. But you always have to have this stronger side that says, hey, what do you mean? Why are you doubting yourself? You're capable of doing this. You've done something like this before. And if you haven't done it, that does not mean you're not capable. You can do it. You can make it happen. So sometimes we compare ourselves with other people as well. That is also another form of self-doubt, because you probably want to look like, I don't know, some celebrity guy who is this way, who is an artist, who is what, you probably want to be like them. I can think of a lot of celebrities that probably most people were just fascinated about. We know, even when we were at schools, even now, it's like when you think of celebrities, nice looking guys, you would say, oh, that is my favorite. That looks nice. Maybe you are somehow comparing yourself to other people. And the sad thing about comparing ourselves with other people, and this is not just to speak about those that lack confidence, just us in general. Something about comparing yourself with others is that you miss out on who you are. You miss out on connecting with yourself. You miss out on knowing who you really are. Because if you lack something, you are not even able to figure out how you can deal with that particular thing that is just not going right, or that makes you feel or look down on yourself. Instead, you will be looking at, oh, you know what, I'm not even taking pictures today because they won't look like so and so's pictures. I mean, I'll look horrible. So you are not speaking positive. You're not speaking good of yourself. So that is another thing that it causes you to not have confidence in yourself. And unfortunately, not having confidence in yourself, it really limits you from achieving so much, and limits you, in a case of just even you with your life, whatever that you want to achieve, be it in your career, be it in that great talent that you have, or those great amazing ideas that you have. You probably here and you really want to do something, start a company, start a business, or even start a YouTube channel for that matter. But because you lack confidence and you're always thinking about someone else in the back of your head, you are not able to just get things done. And for you to eliminate that is to stop focusing on the other people, start focusing on yourself. You matter more than another person. And it doesn't matter who says what about you, as long as you know who you are. Whoever says what, guys, like even Kim Kardashian, even the best prince of whatever, even the best people, that the most famous people, there's something negative that is said about them. There is something that people are saying about them. Even the most beautiful people that we think they are most beautiful, there is something that is said about them. So what basically that means is that people will always have something to say. But I do believe that people do not, whatever that people say does not affect you unless you allow it. The fact that someone would say something, you have a choice to just brush it off, or you have a choice to entertain it. So what do you choose? Are you going to brush it off, or are you going to entertain it? I'm entertaining nonsense. I'm sorry. I'm not entertaining nonsense. If someone feels like I'm this kind of person and I'm not like that, that's their problem. That's their job and their duty. I'm not in that business. So have that mindset as well, that do you, be you. And if someone does not approve of you, let them move and go to another person who will, be of what they want. We are not for everyone anyway. The fact that you might not like Ntabi because she's like this, it's your problem. It's okay. And we won't even hate you for that. It's okay. But love yourself, appreciate yourself, so that when people like that come to you and try to be negative, you get to brush it off because you know who you are and what you're about. All right? I talk too much. Let me see the comments. All righty. Where were we? Moyo, we still on you. I wouldn't deny it if I was diagnosed with self-doubt. Moyo, no. Moyo, please. After what I just said, I'm sure that sad face is changing somehow, because right now you are speaking negatively about yourself. The fact that you say, I wouldn't deny if I was diagnosed with self-doubt, this is something that you are instilling in yourself. You are believing that you are not, like you are doubting yourself. You are believing it. You are trying so hard to believe it. And you need to unlearn that. And you need to get rid of that. Stop the I can't and try to find the I can. Start talking positively about yourself. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for doubting yourself, because I feel like you're not loving yourself enough right now. Because if you are doubting yourself and all of that, it means that you're putting a strain in yourself, in your body, in your mind, and you're straining your mind with just negative stuff. So it's important for you to start forgiving yourself. Look in yourself, look in the mirror if you have to. These simple, practical things. Even if you can go to therapy, they'll make you do that. They'll ask you to take a mirror, look at yourself, look at this person. Tell that person that you love them. They will tell you that. Tell that person that you love them. And then after that, they'll tell you that, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. And then you have to say sorry to myself. Like, you need to look at yourself and say, Moyo, I'm so sorry. I've been doubting you. I've been saying negative things. I haven't been speaking good of you. And that's about to change. I know it's not going to be easy, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Like, people will think you're crazy, but it's just you and yourself engaging. You having an understanding with yourself, and no one doesn't even need to know. I mean, I get to do that at times, to just have a conversation with myself, look at myself in the mirror, call me crazy, call me whatever, but I do that. There are times where I did not do certain things, and then I sit down, I'm like, Ntabi, what's wrong with you? Like, what's happening? Talk to me. What's happening? Have that conversation with yourself and forgive yourself for not speaking good of yourself. And this is not me trying to be hard on you, but I'm going to be hard on you on this part. The only person who can love yourself more is you. And you cannot expect someone to appreciate you or to even believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. That is what I'm going to say. So forgive yourself for not really seeing that, and start speaking good of yourself until you're able to see that. Because until then, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. You'll still feel like, I'm not confident. I doubt myself. Nothing great is going to come out of that. So that is my advice to you. I'm sorry if I'm just too much on you, Moyo, but I haven't met you. We've just met here on Tenju's channel, and you on my channel. You have a good energy, very positive energy. And for that part, I'm going to be hard on you, because you are like, you have that energy vibration, good energy vibration. So I believe that whatever limitation that you have, that should pass. Like, that should pass. And the fact that you are part of the Real Fam, we are about empowerment and transformation. I want you to see a change in your life. The fact that you're a part of this channel, whatever time you get in watching one of my videos, no matter which video it is, whether it's a live or a video that I've posted, there has to be at least one thing that you take out of it. And because it's all about empowerment and transformation, something has got to change. And I'm hoping, actually, I'm waiting for that day where you tell me that, you know what, I think I feel a little better. I see a bit of light, because I believe in you. And unfortunately, you need to believe in yourself more, so that each and everyone who's here, who engages with you, can believe in you more. That's what I'm saying. Homemade by Sibu. Hey. Good evening, darling. Good evening. Topic, please. The topic is confidence boost, honey. How did you click on this video if you didn't read the title, girl? Like, how? How did you click on this video without reading the topic? Anyway, all good. Hey, Chloe. Hey. Hi, Tembi. Who's Tembi Manje? Chloe, are you giving me a new name? Tell me if you're giving me a new name. Am I Tembi for today? Anyway, thank you for joining. Juliet says, absolutely. I'm glad that you're agreeing with me, Queen. Thank you. Those hearts means that we are engaging on something right there. All right. Awesome. Laquita says, positive feedback from yourself. It's a real thing. Exactly. It helps me to get on camera with imperfections. So I just keep telling me to go forward. Exactly. And being confident does not mean we are perfect. And after all, guys, who is perfect? Who is perfect? Confidence goes with authenticity. I believe that if you're authentic and just you are being real, it gives you more of that confidence boost, because you are not trying to be something that you're not. You are confidently being yourself. Even whatever that you talk about, whatever that you engage about, it becomes so natural, because it's not coming from a wrong place, or it's not coming from a place of trying to be something else or someone else. So I totally agree that we have imperfections and we just have to embrace them. I mean, everyone, like, I think here there's someone here who knows that, you know what, even when I do my videos or even when I speak, there's something that I know that I'm not the greatest at, but because you embrace that and you are not being hard on yourself, you keep going and tell yourself that, you know what, it is what it is. I can maybe change it, or if I'm working on it, then eventually I will get to where I need to be. Here's the thing about me. When throughout my journey of YouTube, there would be times where I'm recording a video, and by the way, I watch all my videos. I listen to all my videos. After uploading a video, I make time to listen to the whole video again. I listen to it when I edit. I listen to it after it's been published. And there are times where I would maybe speak of something or pronounce something and use is instead of using words that, like the construction of a sentence, sometimes it's just taking another direction. And only then, when I'm watching the video, I'm like, Tavi, no, you should have said this instead of that, But I'm not becoming hard on myself. Guys, I used to be hard on myself. A simple mistake or a simple thing like a text, simple thing that I've done, I would be so hard on myself. The whole day, I would just be thinking about, I could have. The truth about life, guys, is that there are certain things we can't change. If something has happened and you could have done it better, or like, for example, if I'm speaking at an event, after speaking, someone will come to me and say, your speech was great, but there you said 1, 2, 3. And I know for a fact that was a bummer. But instead of me being hard on myself, which I used to be, I just brush it off and say, you know what? I'm glad that I was able to do this talk. And if there's something positive that was taken out of this, that is great. But I cannot do much about that particular part that I didn't do right. And if I'm going to dwell on it, I'm not going to benefit anything, because you'll be straining yourself, straining your mind, and putting that negativity in you. And what will you achieve? Well, nothing, because you can't even rewind the time to go back to that. I cannot unpublish the video and edit that particular part and speak the right word. I mean, let's just accept that we won't be perfect on everything. As much as we strive for perfection, or we strive to do the best, the truth of the matter is we won't always do things perfectly the way we want. We can strive, we can keep working on it. And the more you work on something, the more you realize that, oh, here I should have said this. If you are honest with yourself and just say, yeah, well, I guess I'll do better next time. If you tell yourself such things, you will definitely improve and do things better. And if you can just have that forgiving self and just being okay with yourself to say, you know what, it is what it is. We move to the next thing. And another thing that makes us stop moving from one point to another is because we are dwelling on this thing that cannot even change. We are dwelling on this thing that cannot even be fixed. What's the point? Zweli says, thanks. Today I learned something big in my life. I'm clapping hands. I'm glad if you've learned something. I'm glad if you learned something. And of course, as this message is saying, make today count and know that I love you always, okay? And you have to make today count by having a different perspective. Have a different perspective and stop doubting yourself. And it's not something that will happen just immediately, but you can do it. You can do it. Don't even try to look at how others are living their lives, how Ntabi is so well-spoken on camera, how she is just flowing and all of that. You are not Ntabi. You don't know what's happening in Ntabi's mind right now. Maybe I'm probably shaking right now talking to you guys. You'll never know. So find out who you are and find out what works better for you. We all have our weaknesses, guys. We all have something. So I'm super glad that you've learned something. That, for me, it will make me sleep well at night. Trust me. Very true about healing your childhood trauma. Yes, it's important, guys. Heal your childhood trauma. Because sometimes the reason why you are not moving past certain things that happen in your life is because you are holding on to things that happened to you in your past, and you have this protective what like you have this thing that you've covered, like you have this shadow that you've protected. It's like you've covered that pain so that it does not get hurt again. The fact that you probably don't want to take pictures is because maybe someone once laughed at your picture and you feel like, I don't want to open that wound again. Unfortunately, the world that we live in, not everyone will approve of us. So heal that part and understand that you cannot be who others says you are. Ask God who you are. If maybe you want clarity of who you are and all that, have a conversation with God. Read the word of God. Pray and say, God, please guide me. Tell me, who am I? Read his word if you believe in God. If you believe in God, do that. And if you feel like you lack something in you, then if you feel like you somehow feel like I need someone who can talk to, you can talk to someone. I'm telling you, you can talk to someone, but at the end of the day, even if you go to therapy, even if you go to counseling, I am telling you right now that even if you do that, therapy, counseling, and all that, it's the same thing as me engaging with you. I might be sharing with you what I'm thinking, but the truth is, how you're going to act after this is what matters more. How you're going to act after this is what matters more. Not what I'm saying right now, but how you're going to act matters the most. So it's all in you. At the end of the day, no matter who says what, therapist, Ntabi, Laquita, Juliet, or whoever, it doesn't matter who says what. Moyo, Zweli, it doesn't matter who says what. At the end of the day, you have to make a decision. It's you who have to live with yourself each and every day. Wake up every day, look at yourself, even if you don't want to. So you have to make a choice. Are you going to live your life doubting yourself? Live your life feeling like issues of your past should just follow you until you die? Change that mindset. Change that mindset. Change that mindset. It will not be easy. I'm repeating, it will not be easy, but it is doable. It is doable, and you start small by speaking positively about yourself, to seeing a better perspective of life, seeing positivity, trying something that you thought you would never do, and also not comparing yourself with other people. Are we having network issues again? Why do I have a feeling that we have network issues? For a second there, I felt like we had network issues. Sorry about that. I found that speaking positive to me helps me to do the same for others. I like that. Then they gain the confidence as well. We all win because then they return it. Exactly. And you know what? If you speak positively to yourself and to others, you are giving out positive energy, and one way or the other, that energy, that positive vibration comes back to you. So it is important to do that. And what's the point of speaking good of yourself and speaking bad of others? So that is also a contradiction to say. It's like you say one thing but you do the opposite. So I do agree with you that this is about positive vibration and positive, when positivity, when there's positive energy around you, you can feel it. And when there's negativity, you can feel it from far. It's just cold and just not nice. It can come from a text. And I'm telling you guys, even if, like, for example, we are on a live, someone can comment. If the energy does not have positivity, the comment does not have positivity, you will see it, you will feel it. And the same thing as whether is someone speaking to you, you will sense it. Something positive, in a text, the tone of the text can say something. Sometimes it might not be what it seems, but you can read certain things. If there's negative vibrations, you will feel them. So I do agree with this. Interesting. Anyway, I have made peace and choose a career path that won't put me on the spotlight. I'm so interested as to what happened. And I think what I just explained is that you have to heal that part in you, because now you're saying that you won't choose a career path that will put you on a spotlight. What if being on the spotlight or being in the presence of people is what you are more passionate about? What if you deny yourself a great opportunity to do what you love the most? I wish for you to find it in yourself to just deal with the series of events that happened back then and put yourself in a place where you are willing to do whatever it takes to do what you love, what makes you happy, and not to stop doing it just because other people do not approve or just because there's an incident that happened in your past. Life is, listen to me, listen to you. Listen to what I'm going to say to you right now. Life will throw things at you. Life can be messy. Life can just throw balls at you and you won't even know which ball to just push away or whatever. Life will throw bricks at you. It is up to you to ask yourself if you are going to at least protect that part of you that needs to see, that needs to speak and whatever, even if you get pain from trying to push those things away. You have to choose if you're gonna allow those bricks to hit you and kill you or mess with you, or you're gonna have a change of perspective. You need to ask yourself that thing. And something about excuse me, something that I wish for you to think about right now is this thing. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? There's someone out there who wishes to be able to have this network is hating on us. What are you grateful for, Moyo? It's important for you to ask yourself, what are you grateful for? And what you're grateful for should somehow give you a clear indication of what you can do. The fact that you can wake up and think, the fact that you've got each and every part of your body that's able to move, you are gifted. You have something for yourself, and nothing limits you from achieving anything. Don't let a past situation stop you from being who you are. That's all I'm going to say. I think I'm going to try cut out questions. Answering questions quickly because, wow, network. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm hoping that I'm wishing you the best, actually. That's what I'm wishing for. Sibu says, excuse me, so true. A friend of mine used to be ashamed of wearing anything shorter than knee length. Sometimes it's something to do with childhood trauma. Yes, being bullied and ridiculated. Hey, okay. Ridiculed. Hey, how do you spell ridiculed? Okay, that word for looking a certain way. I truly agree with you, Sibo, that it sometimes it has to do with your childhood, and unfortunately, that childhood trauma will not be healed until you deal with it. You grow with it, and it's in you. And I used to also have something that I did not appreciate about my body. So when I grew up as a teenager, I used to love dancing. We used to have a dancing group, and there was a time when we bought the same shoes. And you know, sometimes when you're a child, when you got new shoes, even if the size is not that great, they have to return them. Just because they have to return them, I felt like, hey, they're not coming back. So I would wear them like that, and they messed up my toes. I don't know what that is called in English, but the cons. You see this just on your feet, you would have like circles. It's, yeah, I don't know what it's called in English, but it's cons. I don't know. I think it's cons in English. So I would have that. And every time when I wear open shoes, I would always push my leg in. Oh, we have a hater network today. We have a hater network. It's hating on us. It's hating on us. So I used to like drag my toes. I would push them back so that people don't look. And funny enough, sometimes people are not even looking. They look just because you look uncomfortable and everything. Sometimes whatever weakness that we have, or whatever thing that we don't feel like is right, we are the ones, we are doubting ourselves, and that's what we're giving people, like we're allowing people to see that as a weakness on us because we have allowed it. So if you can love yourself and just be okay with yourself, then you will be fine. You know, those are things that I think would really be good. Oh my word. Network issues. I'm hating this. Good finds. You know what? That's so true. You know what? You know, Sibu, you are laughing. Sibu, and guys, Sibu is the first time she comes to our live sessions. I think she's the reason why our network is not working. Sibu, hi. I think you are the problem. Can we just agree? Guys, I think Sibu is a problem. Homemade by Sibu. She made homemade network that is not working for us. You spoke too soon. You are the culprit here. You are the culprit. But anyway, we moved. Juliet, this Sibu girl is a problem. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Love you lots. Moyo, please consider therapy, my brother. I know with us it's still considered a taboo to go to therapy. Just speak to someone. I totally agree with you. I totally agree, and that is, and I'm glad that when I mentioned that even if you can go through therapy, at the end of the day, it's all about you making a decision. So, but please do consider that, because I think even with therapy, they have a way of maybe helping you to start dealing with yourself. So at the end of the day, you will benefit something. So I agree with that. Thank you, will do. Awesome. Man, this is the worst when the network plays with the switch. Listen, you know what? I've got some editing to do on this video because we can't have this small parts showing and all of that. But I apologize, guys. But it is what it is. It happens, right? Just remember, not everyone is for you, and not everyone is out there to get you. Yes, girl. I like that. And if you can't confide in anyone, take it to the master himself. Praise God. Hallelujah. I can't even take out anything from what you said, Sibu. You are so totally correct. Not everyone is for you. And if you run out of options, just go to the master. Pray about it. Talk to God about it. I mean, I normally say that have a conversation with God. You don't have to kneel down and pray. You can just be sitting and like, God, but like, talk to me. Like, what is this? Can you just show me the light? Have a conversation with God. Have a conversation with God. I completely agree with Hasibo. Yeah. Listen, Lidila. Halala. It's been a while. Helele. It's been a while. Hi, darling. Good to see you. Awangeke, ngiyakutshela, it's you. It is you. Aranyeke, it's you. It is you, girl. It is all you. Moyo, we love you and we wish you nothing but the best. We wish you nothing but greatness. And I believe that, whatever that you might have been through, you're not the only one, dude. Like, you're not the only one. We all have our issues and everything. And I can imagine, I really cannot speak for guys, but I can imagine that, with guys, they somehow feel like they can't maybe even cry out for help because they're guys and, men need to be the strongest and all that. It's not the case, my brother. It's not the case. Find help, seek help until you can be where you want to be. Your happiness matters, guys. I feel like happiness is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Being happy with yourself and just being true to yourself is the best feeling ever. So imagine living a life that you didn't imagine, living a life that is not fulfilling just because you had certain issues that you had to deal with, so work on that. And I think we went on and on in terms of confidence on its own, and we didn't touch a lot on just how to build that confidence on camera, especially if you want to be on YouTube or create videos and all that. So one thing that works for me is that it's important, being confident on camera or being confident in saying something is the same thing as you going to an interview. You need to know your story. And the fact that you are practicing to say something does not mean that you are stupid or you don't know something, but it means that you are working on how you can present yourself better. Because sometimes it's not like you don't know something, but your presentation could be what limits you from achieving something. So with my videos, I have videos that I can just decide I'm just gonna do it just like that without really working on a script or something like that. But having said that, I have a structure. It's important for you to have a structure. Imagine if you say that I'm going to be online for like an hour or 30 minutes or 10 minutes. You need to have a structure. So, okay, first of all, you're going to greet your audience. The next point, you're going to introduce the topic. And after that, you're going to put out the points. And putting out the points is okay, or the body of the story. After putting that out, you have to have some kind of a direction as to why you are sharing that or what's important about that. And after that, you do your closing statement and all that. So it's important to have a structure. And that boosts your confidence even when you're online, because sometimes it's not like you are not that confident, because as you are speaking, you are thinking, oh my word, what's the next point? Which point do I touch? And that makes you look uncomfortable. It makes you unease, and people end up feeling like you are probably not comfortable. So those are the things that can also help you. And sometimes you're confident at the time is a bit low. So it's important for you to work on that. Have a script. Like, even if you don't write the entire script, have a points, like write down points. I do that all the time. I put out points as to I'm gonna say this point, that point, and whatnot. And if you are like this and the conversation is flowing, the fact that I've got my point somewhere, it makes it easier to say, okay, after engaging with my audience on the comment section, I know which point I'm going back to. You get my point? So that is another point. Let's see. We all need to normalize guys crying out loud. Yes, yes, tears and all. We are all humans. This thing of we should Clinicella should just take a hike already. I totally agree with you. We should be allowed to feel and be frustrated. That's true. That's so true. That's so true. I agree with you. And cry if you have to. Cry if you feel like you need to. I mean, I have a foundation, Real Talk with Ntabi, and when we do our campaigns, obviously we would go and donate sanitary towels to disadvantaged schools with the aim of bringing their confidence back of this, obviously, young girls. And we also thought about it to say, but what about the boys? So we thought about boys, and then we also included roll-ons because some of these boys don't have confidence in themselves, okay? And you find that other boys are laughing at them. And instead of them even telling their parents, because girls are easily hurt and then they show it through crying or talking to someone. It's easier for girls to talk. Well, not every girl, but most of the girls, they show their emotions as opposed to guys. So that is also a part that we noticed, that these boys won't say much because they'll feel like, hey, their ego, those boys are going to laugh at me. How can a boy cry and all of that? But let's make it normal to just be vulnerable and not be okay. And let guys even start talking. And I think this will also teach the upcoming generation of young boys to say that it's okay to say if you're not okay. One of the reasons why you see boys going through bad things, being involved in just bad stuff, it's because maybe there's something, that childhood part of them that they didn't deal with, and they feel like if I do something that is like this, I will feel like I fit in or whatever. So I wish for the guys right now to really be that support structure to those upcoming generation, because we see how our world is turning. We see how we still have boys that are just naughty and just doing bad things. I don't even want to mention the bad things that they're doing, but those things are just horrific and scary. And if we can instill that, and if guys can do that, because I think they can relate better as boys as they talking. And there's been men conferences and all that. And some of these men conferences have been great because they're talking to a boy child and they're helping a boy child. So I'm encouraging more of that. And I'm hoping that one person out here or one person will watch those videos, someone who has a movement of, or who's even having an idea of starting that kind of movement to even do this with other boys. I'm hoping, This is outside of the topic, but before you said structure, I wanted to say that you are one of the best YouTubers when it comes to doing live sessions. You have structure. Aww. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I think having a structure somehow helps for us to not be all over the place. And I mean, imagine if you come and join a live and I say, today's topic is about confidence. But here I am talking about something different, even though in the conversation, people are asking about that particular topic, but I'm talking about something different. It's a bit of a turn off, and it's a bit of me doing fake engagement. So it's fake engagements, and even YouTube itself is against that thing. It's fake engagements in a way that a person clicked on your video because they saw this topic, and yet you're talking about something else. And this is some of the reasons why people don't even continue watching other people's videos, because they know that, this topic, I am not sure. Chances are she's not talking about that thing. And then what do? They click out. So let's work on that, and please let's try to be as honest as possible and be realistic in what we do. If you put out a topic, a video, don't just put a title just because you want people to just click on your video. Make sure that that video speaks to that. And I know that a lot of people are doing that. They're using it as a hook. Someone would have a topic or like the first part of the title that says, I got dumped, or something interesting that will entice people. I know that it's great to just hook people, but what's the point of hooking people when they get into your video, you are not even saying something about that? They're gonna click out. So not only are you hurting your YouTube channel, but you are also losing out on, a real audience that believe in your content and that trust. You are breaking the trust between you and your audience. You get my point? So that is the problem right there. I'm gonna make sure that I've got enough data on this. On this network, because it looks like it's treating us okay for now. It looks like it's treating us okay. So Sibu says, mine, I'm shy, yo, so I struggle with that. Are you shy? Really? You don't sound like a shy person. I haven't met you, but you don't sound shy. I don't think you are shy. You the way you engage, you sound to me like you are a very comfortable and outspoken person, and you are just okay. I don't know. But I guess we cannot always think certain things about people. So, but I don't know. That's just my perspective when I think about you, and I think about your kind of personality. I don't know. I don't think I know your entire personality because I haven't even watched you or seen you maybe doing like a video, because the only video that I saw on your channel is you busy doing it's some kind of a construction going on in your house or something like that. I didn't see you. So maybe then I will have a say. Maybe then I will have a say. Not not anytime soon. Again, I'm buying more data, guys. Please give me a second. I think that's why it's doing this. Hi, today the struggle is real. The struggle is real for today. It's real. So Lakita says, I like the talking points that Intabi uses for structuring the show. Juliet is definitely Juliet, it definitely helps with the on-camera confidence too. Exactly. Imagine if you just had to just go and not even, at least have a structure and all that. And, even putting out a topic that is irrelevant. When a person gets in, for them to engage, they need to know what the conversation is about. How are people going to talk to you if they're not even aware of what you're talking about? They just hear you talking and talking. Unless if maybe you say, guys, let's just chat, ask me anything you want to ask me, let's have a conversation, let's talk about anything, in that way is okay. But when there's a structure and then you wonder, why is it that I'm talking and I see people are logged in online but they're not saying anything? Why is that? It's because you are not making it clear to them. Remember, this is a two-way street. You give me, I give you now. You give me, I give you the topic, and then you give me the engagements. I give you the points, and then you can put in more points on what I'm saying. Chineke, God forbid now. You hear me now? I'm not Nigerian, no, but I love how they use their accent. I don't know how to do it now, but I'm trying now. Seconded. Yes, Moyo. Thank you. I also wish that therapy in SA wasn't too so expensive and associated with excessive trauma. Yeah, hey, isn't that expensive though? I wasn't aware that it's that expensive. I wasn't really aware, but you know what? I think I think also one of the things that one can look into is, but you know, I don't know. I'm not aware of this, but I know that I used to work in corporate at some point, in this company they actually had a company that I worked with. So in a case of you not being okay, you could like call them, and it was part of your package. You can call them, and then they assist and everything. So I guess I can imagine forever, and there'll be steps. You know, a virtual therapist talking to you. It's possible to do that. I mean, if you cannot afford, there are other means. You know, but I don't agree in just a person just sitting and saying I can't get help and whatever and just letting it go, you know. So I'm not for that. I don't think there's always a plan. You get it so well. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, those click baits are too much to handle. Exactly. Nonzigelelo, with your lovely colors. Thank you, darling. Ooh, pink is my favorite color. Hey, yeah. Thank you so much. I love pink. Like, I don't know if there's something that I have around my office that is pink. I have pink notes. I have a pink coaster. What else do I have that is pink? I have pink hand lotion. It looks white, but it's pinkish, like, yeah. I have a pink pen. I love pink. Ooh. I have a pink journal, but it's a little bit far. So it will mean I have to move away, and we know the network might just go away, so let me not. Hey, darling, what's that laughter about? Why are you guys laughing now? What are you guys laughing on? I missed the joke. I'm currently doing a research on a fourth therapy in SA, and I found counseling is 50 per session, 50 rand. It's actually reasonable. That's actually reasonable. I'm to say every day I'm gonna do a live. But yesterday I wasn't that great, and I felt like, no, I don't want to be on camera and speak and all that. I didn't want to. I didn't even want to record a video. I just did work because I gotta work. This is also part of my work, but this is like a long-term investment. So I'm like, no, my audience can wait. They also have more content that they want to catch up on. They still have their own things. So just one day of me not being here, it's not that bad. They understand. They know me. They know my heart. They know that I miss them, even if I don't, you know. So yesterday I just posted a short, 30-second short of some of the tips that I have for cleaning and all that, you know. So yeah, let's normalize prioritizing things that, or investing in things that are meaningful to us, things that are of importance in our lives. Let's do that, guys. Let's do that. And if it means you take out that 200 rand that you have, the last one, and invest in something that will help you to better yourself, then do it. There's no excuse. Like, we often have excuses of things, but we know for a fact that we need to do something, and we avoid the important stuff, and yet we keep blaming ourselves. We keep complaining, but yet we are not willing to put an effort. So let's put an effort. My advice to you is that where you see you need to invest in and you seek help, do it. If it means right now you probably thinking of, you know what, Ntabi is still on and I'm enjoying this life and I need to buy data, but I know that I only have the last 30 rand or whatever. Don't even buy it. Don't even buy that data. it's okay. If you cannot watch until the end, it's okay. I appreciate that you were able to be here, but if that last 30 rand needs to be for something else, then use it for something else. Do not even feel the pressure or feel like, oh, Tabi will feel like I'm just leaving. And no, I'm not going to feel anything. I'm just going to appreciate. I always say this, the fact that a person is able to log in onto my channel and even watch a video. My wish and prayer is for everyone to watch my videos until the end. But if you don't have enough data to watch until the end, unfortunately, I can't do anything about it, and you can't do anything about it. So I appreciate for that 5 minutes, 10 minutes that you get to sacrifice. It means a lot. And data is expensive. That's one thing for sure. Data is expensive. So I'm appreciative of that. So let's prioritize and know what to invest in, when to invest in, and all that. No pressure. Do you, be you. You know your pockets. You know your struggle. So deal with yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't worry about social media people, because they ain't gonna give you nothing in return. Instead, they're gonna give you stress of you doing things that were not good, or things that you didn't need to do, just because you wanted to impress someone who didn't even look at your post. They just liked it without even looking at it. Do you know that there's those people like that? Have you noticed that you would put out a post, and on that post, it probably has a question or it requests you to do something, but a person just likes. You can see that this person did not even read the whole caption. It happens. So please, guys, let's do that. This is very affordable. I totally agree. This is very affordable. Nontigelelo. It's an interesting topic. It is, Nontigelelo, it is, and it's very important. Confidence is important. You know what? All of us here need that. And all of us, at some point, we struggled with it. And I think for us to even do whatever or conquer the world, we need that confidence. So I'm actually happy that we're having this conversation. And even if the network tried to what stop us from doing this, listen, we are within and we are making it happen. I will post a video about it as soon as I get enough information. Please do that, honey. Please do that. Please do that. I think it will help a lot of people. It will help a lot of people. What is the topic about today? Hi. You see, Nonsekilalo is the other person who clicked. Nonsekilalo, you clicked without looking at the title of this video. The topic is confidence boosts, like how to build your confidence. Well, the main part was supposed to be how to build your confidence on camera as you create your videos and everything. But I think we started obviously touching on the word confidence, which I think is a very important thing. Not confidence on certain things, but confidence as a whole. So that's basically that, confidence boost. So we touched on the better way of you presenting yourself as you create your videos. But I don't think that part would be more important than you understanding the confidence in you first before you can even do something. So you get me, right? You got me. Say, comment and say, got you, girl. Laquita says, Juliet, thank you. We are all growing and learning. The more we practice it, we also get more confidence. That's true. That's true. You don't just wake up and just be confident. It doesn't happen like that. You need, like, there has to be practice. There has to be consistent practice. You have to keep working on yourself. You have to, and working on yourself or keeping practicing does not mean you just have to go on every day doing the same thing the same way. Practicing means that you look at how you are currently doing things, and tomorrow you see how you can better them. That's how you make things better. Unlike, there are people that would say you know what, I've been trying this for years and years and it's not working out. Excuse me. And the reason why something is not working out is because you're doing it the same way. You've been doing it the same way. And the fact that you were not focusing on getting better or fixing the things that are stopping you from doing it better, you feel like it's a waste of time. It's not worth investing. But it means what? But basically, what that means is that you are doing it the wrong way. So my advice is, let's try to do things the right way by looking at whatever that we feel like we need to improve and working on bettering it. And bettering it, it means you try different ways, a different method from the one that you tried yesterday. And until you see progress, then you can, see where you're going. Unlike doing the same thing every day. So it's a difference between working hard and working smart. So work smart, and working smart means that you are looking at things that are triggering you from achieving something else, and you taking note of that part and you fixing that part. And guys, something I want us to take note of is that Rome was not built in one day. In one day, Rome was not built in one day. I feel like you guys don't see me properly. Let me remove this. I feel like Rome was not built in one day. So we need to constantly work on ourselves. We need to constantly better ourselves and to be patient that these are baby steps. You need to take baby steps. Bit by bit, you will get there. Do not think that today things will just, or tomorrow after you make changes, things will just go the way you wish. No, it won't happen like that. Small steps, baby steps, no competition, no rush. Run your race, run your own race. Don't compete, don't compare. Just run your own race at your own pace. Got me? I hope you got me, girl. I hope you got me, brother. Things that don't add value to your life. Listen, girl. Listen. I have made a decision in my life that I will not invest in something that does not add value in my life. I will not invest my time, my money in something that does not add value. What is the point of it all? And I have also, this is what I did. Let me tell you guys the thing that I did to help my guys. You liked, right? Laquita says, okay, I clicked the like button. It helps others to find this info. Please, guys, yes, thank you. Please click the like button. If you can't like, just like for this pretty smile. Please. Let me charge my laptop. It looks like it wants to die on us. Okay, please like. So what I did, this is what happened. On my Instagram, I decided to delete everyone and start following new people. Not necessarily new people, like maybe refollowing from scratch. And before I could do that, I was a bit, if I unfollow, what is Nonsekilalo's gonna say? What is Laquita gonna say if I unfollow her? I used to think of other people. And sometimes unfollowing or just following, sometimes I can see that, fine, I'm following you, but what value are you adding in my life? It's like I'm scrolling, I'm seeing your posts, but they're not adding value. What's the point of me seeing that? And remember, guys, something about our thoughts, something about what we keep in our minds and how we think, how we end up doing things, is the fact that what we consume plays a huge role. So if the content that you're consuming is not adding value in your life, that is limiting you from getting things that are feeding positivity in your mind. So I had to unfollow everyone and start following again. I'm like, you know what? I would rather have 10 people that I follow that make sense or give value, as opposed to following 1,000 and something people that are not adding value. So I'm like, I'm going to start doing that. And that's what I did. And I was not even apologetic about that. And if a person I'm not following, some people are like acquaintances, people that we grew up with, people that we just know. I mean, the fact that we know each other, we are homies and all that. If your content is not adding value, you know what, homie, I love you, I got your back, but I'm gonna follow you, okay? Because your content is not adding value in my life. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take my word and then you take yours. And no hard feelings, no hard feelings whatsoever. So don't be apologetic for cutting out content that is not adding value or focusing on the things that are not adding value. It's okay to just say, you know what, I get you, but I don't get your content, or it's not helping me anyway. So peace out. And then you move. It's okay. It's allowed. It's allowed. I can relate as well with my earlier videos. Growth surely does come with practice. It does. It does. And you know, one thing I like about being able to even look back at the, like, a part of your work that you've done before, and then when you look at how it's happening right now or where you are now, you can see a huge difference. You know, this reminds me of my famous quote. Who remembers my famous quote? Who remembers my famous quote? Who remembers my famous quote? Okay, for the sake of time, I was going to say, please type it there, but I'm going to say it anyway. But next time, I'm probably going to just ask and say, I'm doing a giveaway. Who remembers my famous quote? And the first person who answers, I'm going to give them a giveaway. So my famous quote says, I have seen what hard work can do, and I know what more it can and will do. I have seen what hard work can do, and I know what more it can and will do. So the fact that Juliet was able to see her work last time, her earlier videos, and as she continued putting in the work, she can see a huge difference. And the fact that she's seeing a huge difference, it means that there's more difference, there's more growth that can come from that. So what stops you from being motivated if you can see good change? I don't think anything can stop you. I, for one, I'm not stopping, because I get motivated every time I can see progress. When you see progress, that should inspire you to do more. When there's progress, you should be inspired to do more, to keep pushing, okay? That's what we need to do. That's the mindset that we need to have, guys. We need to keep pushing and be encouraged to do more, you know? Yeah. I clicked the like button. It helps others to find the info to get their confidence up. Yay! I hope you guys liked. I hope you guys liked. I don't know if I'm able to see from my phone to check how many people like already. Can I see it? I don't think I can. I don't think I can see it. Unfortunately, I can't. Can I? Let's see. I can't see it because it's live, but I'm hoping that you guys have liked. So yeah, guys, so that's basically that. Your confidence is really dependent on you knowing yourself, you appreciating yourself, you being okay with who you are, and not necessarily comparing yourself with other people, learning and understanding the kind of person that you are, because we live in the world where we have the so great people and then so not so great people. And if you're gonna rely on other people to boost your confidence, then you have another thing coming. If you're gonna allow a friend of yours to tell you that, my friend, you are doing good, and only then you can continue, then you have another thing coming. Because if you're gonna wait for your friend to do that for you, it means that you are not going to get to a level where you can stand on your own and make your own decisions. you are relying on someone else. And if your friend says to you that, no, you're not doing great, then you're going to feel like, I'm not good enough. And let's not be hard on ourselves. Like we said earlier, the conversation that we're having, this is a very serious topic. This topic is a struggle to a lot, and it's somehow overlooked at some point, because some might say that the issue of being confident is overrated, is a conversation that has been there, and it means that people now are confident. It's not the case. That is not the case. You have someone who is older, who is even married, who has kids, who is still struggling with confidence. Imagine if you are married, you have kids, you are even struggling with confidence. How does that affect your kids? Because if you're not confident, how are you going to instill confidence in your kids? How? How? The people you surround yourself with add a lot of how you feel. Choose great friends with positive influence and growth in your self-esteem. I totally agree, Ntiki. I totally agree, Ntiki. I totally agree. Your association is important. Do not associate yourself with people that are just not going to elevate you, that are just not going to just feel good about yourself. I mean, it's the same thing, guys. Imagine if you have a plate, like you have food on the table. These are 3 plates. And one of this plate, if I eat this, it's just going to make me sick. Bad things in my body. It's just not going to, be good for me. But you keep eating. If there's something that is important in life, is peace. If you be something that you're not, those things define you. Who you are is what's from within, and what comes out of your mouth, and what you really present yourself. Because if you say that your only confidence is when you are wearing makeup, you were not born with makeup. I'm sorry, but you were not born with makeup. And the only way you would say, the reason why I feel beautiful is because I have makeup on. Your makeup, your beauty is not defined by your makeup. Makeup enhances your beauty. Makeup enhances your beauty. It does not give you beauty. Your weaves, your Brazilians, your Peruvians, whatever, they do not make you beautiful. They enhances that beauty. But you, on your own, you are beautiful as you are. And if your heart is beautiful, if your soul is beautiful, if from within you are beautiful, that's what the world will see. That beauty will come out even when you speak. Honestly, that's the only beauty that I admire from a person. I admire when I see someone who looks beautiful, whether they are on natural or they are on makeup. If you look nice and everything, I will compliment you, darling. I will compliment you. I don't mind at the mall just saying, hey, you look gorgeous, and then pass. I don't know you. I don't need to know you, but I'm just telling you, hey, you look nice. And then I go. But the main beauty that I admire the most is from within. So me looking at that person and you look nice is because I'm looking at the nice material that I'm seeing from outside. They have a nice body, they have nice hair, and it's okay. They are beautiful, they are enhanced, and they deserve to even be complimented. But the beauty that I admire the most is the one from within and how it comes out. And when you have a conversation with a person, because I'm one person, and I don't know, often it happens to me, like if like there are people that I don't click well with, and not because I am choosy or anything, but the minute I have a conversation with you, the minute I start talking to you, there is some kind of energy that is transferred. I'm able to pick up, and me picking up maybe a negative vibe It's not like I'm going to just be harsh. I can continue talking to you and all that, but I'll know for a fact that that is not my kind of plate. That is not the kind of conversation that I would, or that is not a go-to person that I would confidently speak with. I think they're okay there and I'm okay here. And it's normal. It is normal. It is normal. All right. Nziki says, so true. I'm glad that you're agreeing with me, my queen. Align yourself with people who speak positively no matter the circumstances. Yes, that's so true. That's so true. Yes, amen to that. Amen to that. So I'm gonna do something for this last few minutes. I don't know amongst you guys. Let me put on more data just to avoid us losing airtime. I don't know amongst the network is hating again. I don't know. I just don't know. Like I was saying, guys, if you are interested in joining the live, I'm going to share the link with you guys on the chat. If you're interested in joining and just having a comment, this is the link. And just engaging on what we spoke about, and maybe you have something to say that might help and boost someone's confidence, then jump on board. Sibu says, you and me are one. Listen, same WhatsApp group, girl. Same WhatsApp group. The beauty from within. That's me right there. And I am going to fake it, and I'm not going to. And something about me, I don't even judge a person by how they look or whatever. I just appreciate a person for what they are. And I don't look at a person and even put judgment, because why even judge? Why even have a certain perspective? I mean, do you guys know that there are women, let me speak for women because I'm a woman. There are women that will, like, you would walk in a room and a person will just hate you for no reason. They'll hate you just because you look good, hate you because you're driving in the most beautiful car, hate you because you just smell good, like, and even have some kind of answers as to why you have whatever that you have. People, chineke. Sizzles. The network is started. Ooh wee. Okay. Hey Sizzles. Hope you're doing good, honey. Sometimes I'd meet someone for the first time, and before that person even says something, If my inner being is all smiles with you, I know you are my person and I am you right there. Food, but what I like that. I like that. Awesome, awesome. You know, I can or focus can just move away when such things happen. Like right now, it flashed and then hi. Okay. Let's stop talking about network because I think the more we talk about it, we entertain it and we're giving it power to control us or control how we, continue with our conversation. All right. So let's avoid that. So I think we can now look at the takeaways of this conversation. Moya says, lots of love for you, Ntavi. Sorry about the network. Much love to you. Much love to you. Let me put this banner again. This is my message to you guys to say love you always. So the fact that Moya says lots of love to you, I am also saying love you always. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing, and your support is just like no other. You guys make me want to come to doing lives and to continue engaging like this. Like even the energy that I get from you guys, Are you guys aware that I'm trying to tilt from this side because I don't want my head to be like this? How crazy am I? I feel like this is hiding my head and I have to be like that. So weird. So weird. Anyway, thank you so much, Moya. Like I said, the takeaway that I wish for us to take from this video, Richmond, peace family, you are late, family, Richmond, you are late. I'm kidding. There's never a thing of being late. The fact that you're here, it's all good. So yeah, guys, by the way, I said that there's a link on the chat in case you want to join in the live and maybe share something that you took out of this video. It can be just a second of you saying something. Or if you feel like you just want to comment and say, what is it that you've learned from this video, then you can do it. You don't necessarily have to be on video. I can read out your comment, right? So the takeaway from this, you know what? I want to sit like this because I don't want this to, So the takeaway from this video, guys, is that you need to embrace your self-doubt. Embrace the things that are limiting you. Embrace the fact that you are not at your best, or you are not the strongest in something, and you have not been that fair to yourself, and embrace that. And mainly because sometimes when you do that, it's not like you are noticing yourself or you are realizing that it's actually something bad or something like that. By you doing that, you are somehow being true to yourself to say, you know what, I embrace the mistakes that I've done in my life. I embrace the fact that I haven't been fair on myself. I embrace not doing good by myself or not doing good by me, mainly because of whatever situation that I've been through and all that. And understand that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to always be right. It's okay not to always get everything right. It's okay for you to go through something. It's okay for you to have carried that that self-doubt, self-esteem for the time that you have. It's okay to accept that that is how it has been. But now, just because you're accepting that does not mean that it will remain that way. The fact that you are accepting and embracing that, it means that you are ready to face everything about it. You are ready to face the fact that tomorrow you need to make a better choice. It means that you are ready to fix whatever that is going on in your life, and you are being true to yourself. I believe that we often, have conversations, and no matter what you say, you will do. What's inside of you is what's real at the end of the day. So I have a younger brother. I've got siblings. So we are 4 at home. I have an older brother, and then it's myself, and then my younger brother and my sister. So it's the 4 of us. So my younger brother, he would do stuff, and he would just do things and just not do them right. And I would talk to him and say, please don't do this. Please don't do that. He would sit down and say, sis, you know what? You have a point. I'm no longer going to do this. I'm not going to do this. He would pour his heart out and end up doing the opposite. And what I remember saying to my younger brother is that whatever that I say is not for you to repeat or to do it because you want to make me feel better or you want to please me or whatever. Whatever that I'm saying to you, you owe it to yourself to do good by you, to be real and honest with yourself, because at the end of the day, this is your life. I am helping you, so you need to help yourself. So now where I'm going with this is that we need to individually help ourselves, identifying the weaknesses that we have and embracing the things that we are not really good at or we are not paying attention to. It means that we need to look at those things and help ourselves. That's the whole point. Help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. Help yourself. That's what I'm saying. Help yourself. That is something that is very important. You owe it to yourself. You don't owe it to anybody. You owe it to yourself, because this is about you. At the end of the day, this is about you. You are working on yourself. You are doing what's best for you, and you know what you want. You get my point? So those are things that I want you to focus on. Those are things that you need to take note of, and then practicing that compassion, that positive talk, that positive engagement to yourself, practicing that, continuously speaking good of yourself, continuously allowing yourself to say, you know what, I know I'm better than this. I know I'm capable of doing this. I know that I'm going to amount to something. I know that this is not what I'm meant to do, or this is not where I'm meant to be forever. This right here is just temporary. I can be a better person. I can do good for myself. And confidence boost also helps you to face your fears. To face your fears, the fears that you have. If you're not confident and you're so afraid, you will not confront them. You're not going to look at them in the eye. And what's sad is that the young child, the childhood trauma that you're carrying, even those people have forgotten about you. The people that caused that pain or that caused that part of you being afraid or being less confident or having low self-esteem, they are no more. And no more, I don't mean like they are no more as in they are dead, but what I'm saying is that they don't even think about you. Some of them probably don't even remember. They're not even paying attention to that. They're not even putting up a schedule saying, okay, how is so-and-so living their lives? Are they still, get carried away when we say this or say that about them? And something that we need to understand about growth is that when we grow, we evolve. When we grow, we evolve, guys. We evolve. Change comes. You see things with a different perspective. When change comes, you see a light. You mature. You reason better. You see things with a different eye. You sometimes have a third eye. When you speak, you reason. When you are engaging, or when you see something, you are not quick to just conclude that this is like this, but you take time, you analyze something. That is the power, or the good thing, or the beautiful thing about growth. That's the beautiful thing about growth. That's the most beautiful thing about growth. We deserve an ad break. I'm coming now. Take a page from my book and learn from it. Take a page from someone who doubted themselves and changed their mindset. Take a page from a book of someone who didn't love and appreciate themselves. Take that page. Take that page that was able to transform them. The book of life. The book of life means that this book should be a guide. If you turn the pages and you go back to where it all started, it doesn't mean that you have to go back to how things were. Paging the book backwards or going to the first chapter, it does not mean you are going back to that chapter. But you are referencing as to how things were then and how things are now. So please understand that forward we go. Backward, don't look back for the sake of going back. Look back, reflect, and move on. Keep going. Don't look back and go back. Look back, pause, reflect, and turn around and keep going. Look where you were for just to get inspiration, and then continue going. And sometimes, if whatever that you've been through is somehow not that pleasant, don't even look back. Just keep going. Because if you know that this is going to trigger something in me, this is going to affect something in me, then it means that might stop you or make you stop along the way. So something that is good for you, allow it to inspire you. I believe that my life journey has inspired me. Let me read your comments. Amen, sister. Preach on, sister. Often people who implicit pain in our lives aren't even aware of that. I love that. I love what you say. We are still going around with that pain. This is deep. This right here is deep. Imagine if you are focusing on something or worrying about something that even another person is not aware that they're hurting you. It goes back to what I was saying, that what you allow in your life, what you allow in your heart, what you allow, how you feel, what you allow is very important. So imagine the pain of you going through something, thinking that someone has done this and they are living their best life. They're not even aware of that. And I think it also brings us to talking, communicating. Because if you feel like something is bothering you, talk about it. If you feel like Moyo is just not treating you right, if you feel like Sizzles or Nzig is not treating you right, speak to her. Say something to her. Communicate. Speak out. Because if you keep things bottled up, how do you expect another person to even know how you feel? I mean, we know the struggle of bottling things up, and we know the danger of just keeping things bottled up. When you keep bottled up, the results are not going to be nice, because by the time you burst, chances are it might come out bad or it might destroy something. So work on your communication skills as well. And sometimes communicating does not mean you directly need to communicate with someone who has done bad to you. But the biggest thing you can do for yourself is to break free from anything that is destroying your progress. And breaking free does not mean that you need to face a person and tell them that, hey, you did this to me when we were at third grade, whatever. If you cannot, just because you cannot tell them on like face to face, it does not mean that you won't heal from it. You need to speak to yourself. You need to speak to someone who can help you to get to deal with that part, maybe if you feel like you can't do it alone. But the truth is, we deny ourselves our own peace by bottling things up, by holding on to things that hurt us, and not necessarily look into living our best life by just healing ourselves. So break free, guys. There's nothing sad like just each and every day of your life living an unhappy life. I mean, if I were to choose something, I would choose to be happy every day. I would choose to be happy every day. That's what I would choose. If I had to choose, I would choose to be happy every day. As a matter of fact, that is what I manifest each and every day. That's what I pray for each and every day. But obviously, days are different. Sometimes I wake up, I'm not at my best. I'm grumpy, I'm whatnot. But also, when I'm feeling like that, what do I do? Do I now have to come to you guys and, pull up my big nose and go like, yeah, welcome to my life. So what's happening? Doing all funny things or just lashing out on other people? When you are not at your best, you need to know how to deal with yourself. Always be willing to give out your best. And giving out your best does not mean that you are a perfect person, but it means that you are focused on giving out positive energy. You are not attracting negativity, or you are not trying to put negativity in your life. I mean, imagine if you had to post yourself and your partner. Let's say you are in a relationship, and then you change your relationship status on social media and say, in a relationship with, let's say, let me match people. Who am I matching? I'm matching Sibu and Moyo. In a relationship with Sibu, post her status and say, I'm in a relationship with Moyo. And then people are happy. Congratulations. You see 500 likes. And then those are happy moments. And then the minute you and Moyo are fighting, you go back. Complicated. People are going to start, what's complicated? What happened? What not? So you need to be careful what you attract. And it's the same thing as marriage. People normally on social media, they would say this. This is what they would normally say. They would say this when you are in pain. I mean, okay, they usually say this. Now that things are not going well, they're not telling us. Like the fact that you posted you and your spouse, you and your partner, you in a relationship and all that. Now, some people hear that maybe you guys broke up or something. So now that you're not posting that anymore, people will start talking. So now when things are not great, they're not telling us and everything. You don't owe it to people, but also being in a relationship does not mean everything is always perfect. And you don't want to somehow attract negativity by putting out even the bad side, or when you're not feeling great. Guys, the devil, there's people that don't wish good for others. And the minute you say something good, they'll be like, oh. The minute you say something bad, as in, oh, I lost my job, there are haters out there who will be like, oh, I'm so sorry. They'll be, oh, they're typing, oh, I'm so sorry. And they're going, they lost their job. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So be careful. Someone will be saying, oh, Hashem, sorry. And after that, they go like, oh, I'm so sorry. They're doing that. They are doing that. That's the reality of life, and this is not good. That's why we always need to even pray that God sends people that are great in our lives and to just, direct your path and even associate you with people that are great. Because not everyone will like the good that you're doing. So just because tomorrow you will be fighting or you are going through a divorce or whatever, something is not right, or you had a new job or you had a new car, now your car is repossessed, they'll be like, oh, what did you think and all that. So some people are out there to just be enemies or to be haters. So be careful. And giving out positivity, remember, like I said, it's not like you're being perfect, but it basically means that you are just protecting your space and to attract positivity. Because at the end of the day, positive things is what matters. Being positive, always focusing on positive things is what matters, in my opinion. I don't know what you think about this, guys, but that's what I think. That is what I think. Amen, Moyo. Amen to that. Bottling up is very sizzles. Bottling up is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. Bottling things up. And we know for a fact that we are victims of that. And I think, guys, the beauty of growing up, I used to have an attitude of growing up. It's like when it's my birthday, I'm like, oh, a person is getting older. But I'm embracing it. There's something beautiful about growing up because you mature, you evolve, and you start realizing that certain things. Things like bottling up, you realize that no. This is killing me. This is killing my heart. This is killing my safe space. This is killing my freedom. This is killing my peace. So keeping things and crying inside, no. Talk, free yourself, just deal with things that are bothering you and live a free life and a happy life. Because if you're bottling things up, you're putting a strain in yourself. The strain is the strain. I feel my back hurting because I feel like there are people that are bottling up. I'm prophesying. I see someone bottling up something. I'm kidding. Let me not play with these things. I'm kidding, but if you are bottling things up, please deal with that. Moyo says, Sibo, hey now, that is deep and so true. Exactly. I totally agree. Sometimes you keep worrying about other people only to find that they're not even aware if they're doing something. Oh, pindi. Hey, pindi. Welcome. Good evening. It's good to have you. Pindi, the network is showing us flames today. Let me just tell you. The network is been showing us flames. Let me not talk about it. The minute I talk about network, it starts doing funny things. But I just thought I should tell you. Richmond says, you can be the most happy every day and people will hate you for it. So hard is crazy. I know that. It's like people will just hate on you. being happy with yourself. And just because you choose to wake up every day and just choose to be positive, people will hate. And the reason why people hate Wena Richmond is that they want you to be part of their misery. They want you to be miserable just as they are. They want you to choose to be as miserable as they are. And we are not going to allow that. We are not going to allow that. We are not going to be miserable just because other people are miserable and they want us to help them carry this heavy weight. We're not about that. We're not about that. Just because you have this heavy weight in you, guys, please don't forget to like the video, ne? Please like. Just because you carrying this heavy weight in you, you want us to help you. No, carry your own weight. If you choose to be mad, if you choose to be sad, it's your choice. It's not our choice, it is your choice. Sit with your problems, sit with your worries if you choose to worry. Or make a decision to deal with them. I personally make a decision to deal with, if there's something bothering me, I choose to deal with it. We need to free ourselves, guys. We need to free ourselves. Yeah. We are happy people. Listen. Happy people all the way. Guys, if you're wondering what's this black thing, it's my mug. You see where it is? I don't want to put it inside because I'm wearing this collar and I feel like it's going to be too uncomfortable. So I put my mic here. So in case you're wondering, what's this black thing showing up? Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's basically that, guys. So we are happy people. And your happiness is not determined by Intabi. It's not determined by Sibo. It's not determined by Moyo. It's not determined by Richmond. It's not determined by anyone. You choose your own happiness. You choose your own happiness. You choose your own happiness. Back to confidence. Are we still on confidence? Because I think now we have moved away from that. Now we are talking about the issues that people are hiding behind. You choose your own happiness, darling. You choose your own happiness, guys. Yo, I choose happiness. Like, I choose happiness. And like, if there's one thing about me, I hate sadness. I hate seeing myself in being in a sad space and everything. And I believe that happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. As much as we are people, we are humans, we have emotions, we have feelings. Excuse me. There are times where you feel something and that thing that you're feeling, it makes you sad. I want you to allow yourself to be sad. There are times where I feel like crying and I allow myself to cry. I allow myself to go through whatever that I'm going through. And I pour my heart out by, if I have to cry, I cry. If I have to pray and just, moan to God and just say, God, no, why? And whatnot, cry my lungs out to Him. I do that. If I'm not at my strongest, I know where I go to. It's like a little child that is in pain, or a little child that has been hurt by their friends outside. They're going to cry and run to their mother or their father or their parent or their brother or whatever. They're going to go there for comfort. So when I'm not feeling okay, when I'm not right, I run to God for comfort. Because that is where I know for a fact that I will be comforted without judgment, without anything else. I will be healed. And still, having said that, I still choose happiness over everything. And choosing happiness does not mean you will always be hunky-dory, happy, whatever. I wish for it to be like that, but for you to be true to yourself is to allow yourself to go through life, because life can be messy, guys. Life can be messy. Life can show you things. Life can teach you lessons. Life can be good. Life can be not so good. And not because it's intentionally made, but we live in a world where we have people that want good for you and those that don't want good for you. And sometimes people that are not doing good towards you, like Sibo said, it means that they are not aware. Some are not aware. So we live in the world that can be a little bit confusing. And it can be difficult if you say you want to put blame on someone when they probably don't even know what they are doing, or if what they are doing is actually right. So it's important for us to pray for others more than we pray for ourselves. It's important for us to forgive and to just let go, because we don't know. Sometimes they're doing things because they think it's normal, it's okay. For them, it's normal, it's okay. But to you, it's not. And chances are, even if you can address it with them, if they choose still to behave that way, you need to make a choice. Okay, I've said my part, so it means that let me just let go and just move on with my life. And trust me about this this point, you will never forget the things that people did to you. Moyo, I want to talk to you right now. Moyo, I'm talking to you right now. It's Moyo and Zweli. I don't know if Zweli's still here. I don't see his comments. Moyo and Zweli, you need to understand something. That in life, whatever happened to you, you will not forget it, but you choose to let it go. Things that happened in your past, you will never forget them, but you choose to let go. And something about life is that the things that triggered your mind, triggered your heart, that probably made you the happiest or made you the saddest, those are the things that are going to be remembered more. The things that made you feel something, whether it's pain or happiness, those are the things that you will remember the most. So I want you to take note that you will never forget anything that happened in your life, but instead you choose to let go. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. That's me right there. Confidence it is, all the way, honey. Confidence all the way. All the way, guys. All the way. Confidence. Let's be confident. Let's boost ourselves. Let's boost that confidence. Let's have that in us, because we have it in ourselves. We have it in ourselves to be confident. We have it in ourselves to believe in ourselves. We have it in ourselves to be happy, to choose happiness. You've got this. It is what I've taken from this You've got this. Oh, you've got this is what I've taken from this episode. Listen, you got this. You got this. You determine how you want others to make you feel. You make that decision as to how you're going to allow this world to treat you, or how you're going to allow this world to make you feel about yourself, make you feel about what you're going through. And unfortunately, not manna from heaven is going to come and say, hey, you guys, stop bothering my child. Stop bothering my child and stop doing this to them. I'm protecting them. No. You've got yourself. You've got yourself. If things are hard, go to God. Let go and go to God. Let go and go and let go and let God. So letting go, it means that hey, this battle is not ours. Let's just be realistic. The battles that we're fighting is not ours. God has given us the opportunity to return to Him and ask for guidance. Guys, I feel this heavy weight in my shoulders. And I think this topic It's adding up to that weight. And not because it's too much, but I feel like we are carrying so much that we are denying ourselves so much joy and happiness and so much that life has to give us by holding on, by carrying the weight. Like we are heavy. We have heavy things in our shoulders. Release, let go, and let God. Release. Release and be free yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself. It's important. And life is too short to just dwell on something that is not making you happy, guys. Life is too short. If 2020 and 2021 did not show you that life is too short not to focus on the things that you cannot change, then I don't know what is. I don't know, my friend. I honestly don't know. I don't know. If 2020 and 2021 did not make you appreciate that you were able to wake up and just watch the sun shine and be able to have a glass of water. Some people were not breathing. Some people were not able to drink water. They couldn't even taste water because they lost their taste buds because of this pandemic, this virus, being sick. Aren't you grateful? There's so much to be grateful for. I mean, aren't you grateful that we are on like a second wave, but you're still fine? You are doing good. You are fine. You are able to watch this and listen. Sure. Much appreciated, Moyo. I've got your back. Listen, I've got your back. I've got your back. And I'm opening the platform to you to say, if you ever feel like you want to talk to someone, listen, I'm on Instagram. You can DM me and say, Tabi, you know what? Today I woke up feeling like this and whatever. I don't know what to do or whatever. We can probably chat. I'm not saying I will solve everything or I will just give you a solution, but there's something positive that I could possibly do. And even in this platform right now, Pindi is someone who works with, like, she's a pastor. At the same time, she's a activist when it comes to mental health and whatever. So I think she might know someone, or if not her of course, someone who can somehow guide if maybe you feel like you really need someone to assist and everything, because I believe that when we are here, we are vulnerable as we are family, we are about helping each other and seeing how we can better our lives. My whole wish is for us to be better people, to become the best version of ourselves, to not just have this kind of conversations and then we leave them like that, or we just have this conversation and after that it's done, nothing changes. Then what? So the question is, then what? So my whole point is for us to learn something, to engage on something, but for us to look forward to seeing better results and to keep working on ourselves. I'm gonna play my intro video, and I'm gonna play it, and it will make you realize what this channel is all about. Watch this intro and take note of every clip that shows. intro video says, be empowered. And once you're empowered, be transformed. And this means that it won't happen by day. But in my case, it's one video at a time. In your case, it's one step at a time, right? And while you do that, you become what? The best version of yourself. And then as you continue, you will realize that each and every day is a good day to have a good day. You have a reason to have a good day because you keep working on yourself, you keep working on your growth, and you keep realizing that the importance of just keep being yourself, keep working on yourself, keep doing your best. That's all I can say. I hope that makes sense. Sibu says, forgiveness is the best thing that I feel we were given as an assignment. It sets us free and mold our future or path. I feel this. True that. Because, the truth is, it's not easy to forgive. Like, let's be honest. It is not true to forgive. Imagine someone doing something bad to you or something painful. And for you to forgive them, it's not easy. It is not easy at all. Just thinking about it, it's not easy. But this is an assignment that every one of us needs to do. And for us to do it, we don't do it because it's like it's easy to do, but we choose to free ourselves because unfortunately, if we hold on and just keep that, it grows into something that is not great. Because when you are angry, when you don't forgive, it grows to maybe changing you from being this kind of person to just being a very rude or angry person. And you become so angry that even everything around you, there's just anger. Like you just have anger towards just about everyone, you just angry. You are just angry. So let's work on forgiving to set ourselves free, to make ourselves okay, and to choose to be better people. It does that. It cripples us. And crippling is one word. Like, imagine each and every day of your life allowing something that happened or a pain or someone doing something, but allowing that to bother you each and every day of your life. It's like you are stealing, or you're allowing this to steal some part of you. It's like you are living two different lives. You are this person, the next minute you are this. It's painful. I choose to forgive and let go. I would rather choose to forgive and let go because, wow, choosing to allow pain to keep bothering me, to keep making decisions for me as to how I should. You don't eat. You can't even enjoy a good meal because there's so much anger. You can't even be free to just do whatever because there's so much anger. There's so much pain. You can't forgive. You don't even like that particular shop because you know very well that someone who has brought you pain probably like that shop. It's like everything in your life. No, you guys, I'm getting strained from talking about, negative things that are holding us back. So to wrap this part up, choose to be positive, choose to let go of anything that is not serving any purpose in your life. You've got so much to out for in life. You've got so much to live for. You've got so much that can make your life better, make your life like give light to your life, or give meaning to your life. In all honesty, I feel that way. Forgive, be set free, learn to love yourself, appreciate yourself, see yourself, slowly building your confidence to a better you. Oh my word. What do I say after what Sibo has said? Like, what do I say? What do I say? Look at my hands. What do I say? What do I say after this? This sums up what we are talking about. Forgive yourself. Be set free. Learn to love yourself. Appreciate yourself. See yourself. Slowly build your confidence to be a better you. I mean, you've summed up the conversation that we're having for today, girl. This is a summary of what we've been talking about. You have to forgive yourself from not being confident, from not appreciating yourself, from not loving yourself more, and slowly work on yourself. One step at a time until you get there. Like, so true. I mean, guys, I think whatever that I'm gonna say after this will just be ruining the message of what we're talking about today. So if I had to go on, I feel like I will not be doing any justice. So if you allow me, I think let's end this video here, because what else is there? Like, I honestly feel like we have said all that needed to be said. And the points that you should be taking out of this is the fact that you need to forgive yourself. You need to embrace your self-doubt. You need to embrace the fact that you have not been doing good for yourself or doing good by yourself. You need to embrace the fact that you have not loved yourself enough, because if you had loved yourself enough, you would not be even afraid to even look in the mirror or even take a picture. Guys, the way I love myself, I love myself so much that I don't know how many pictures on my, okay, you know what? I wish you could see, but you probably won't see. Actually, I think you can. If you can look at the number of pictures that I have, it's 7,734. These are the number of pictures that I have on my camera, on my phone. And the way I love pictures, I probably take, I don't know how many pictures of myself. And I admire just browsing and just looking at myself. That's how much I love myself. I can look at myself. Look at that pretty face. I can just look at myself. And I think right now we need to do that, The thing is, you're probably watching me from your phone. What I would do is to just request you to just take your camera and just look at yourself. Just appreciate yourself. Just to appreciate yourself, appreciate who you are. And appreciate what you are. Because there can be only one you. There is no one that is designed the same way as you. Even if you have a twin, your twin is unique in his or in her own way. You are unique in your own way. So don't even think that you guys might be the same. You are unique in your own way. Embrace that, appreciate it, love that. And be okay by the fact that there are certain things that you have to learn from yourself and that you need to do right. And you only learn by admitting to anything that you didn't do right. After admitting that, no, Ntabi, you didn't do right by yourself on this point and that point. And also have an open mind. I think what we've learned today as well is that you need to have an open mind, and an open mind of knowing that sometimes what you think might not be. Maybe the people that made you feel small or made you have low self esteem early in your life, they didn't even know. Maybe they didn't even know that they were doing that to you, unfortunately. So unlearn certain things to and understand that you, even if things are this way, you have the right to choose whatever path or whatever, what's the word? I don't know which word to use. You choose whatever path is right for you and it brings you joy or happiness or it attracts positivity. Is that conversation again going back to saying that associate yourself with people that will build you, that will innovate your life. No one chooses your friends. You know, when we were growing up, we were somehow like, what? We used to question why our parents choose friends for us, why our parents choose friends, and sometimes they would tell you that don't be friends with so and so. And sometimes it's because they had a point, because they could see that this person's ways are not the right ways. And if you keep associating with people that are negative or people that are just not in line or doing the right things, you might just fall into that. And we used to question that and say, but mama, she's my friend. If she does something wrong, it doesn't mean like I'm gonna do that. But unfortunately, negativity attracts negativity. If you consume negative content, whatever that is on your mind will be negative. If you consume something that will hurt your brain, you will not be okay. You will not be okay. Huh? Moyo says, I once mentioned this. We can do this all night. Yeah, you have mentioned this. You have mentioned this, Moyo, and yeah, I know, but I will. Anyway, thank you so much. I had you well. Slept as well. Thank you. I had you well, and home by Sibo slept as well. Thanks again. No, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Moyo says, much love, and I totally agree. Sibu, your points were quite valid, and I appreciate that you have really pointed out a lot of insights. And like I said, I was not supposed to to continue after this comment of yours. I was just supposed to stop, you know, and yeah. But what I can say, guys, is that we all about getting better or just being better people, and to live our best life and to be our best selves. And if we are true to ourselves, if we are okay understanding that each and every day is an opportunity to work on ourselves, to better ourselves, then we will be okay. We will be okay, you know. And my wish is that content like this or engagements like this, they don't just end here. My wish is that, when you sitting somewhere and having a conversation with someone, you get to share that, what, I just had that. You don't necessarily need to mention my channel even. You just say, what, I had a conversation the other day, and this is something that I've learned. And I think if you can look at life in this way and that way, you can be a better person. At the end of the day, the value that we're giving out is, yes, we wish for it to go out there to reach multitudes, to just be used by everyone. Yes, I wish this video to be seen by a lot of people, but at the same time, my wish is for it to reach to the right ears. And through you guys, it can happen. The fact that you are here, you listen, That was a sign that we should just say goodbye. And the network was doing the most. So I think that is a sign to say thank you everyone for being a part of this session. You guys were amazing. Much love, y'all. I love this for me. I love it for me and I love it for you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's not spoil this. Let's not, take out any greatness from this. And yeah, let me just say I love and appreciate you guys. I love you always. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your engagements. It's been an amazing 2 hour 40 minutes. Yes, 2 hours 40 minutes. Even though we had network issues, you guys sticked around and it shows that you are the real deal. You are the real fan, and I appreciate you so much for that. I do not take any of you guys for granted. Not at all. Not at all. And it's not about how many we are here. My objective is the fact that we have benefited something. So if one of you or two of you, three of you, four of you benefited something, I'm happy. I'm happy. And if you are happy, just comment and say I'm happy, then I'll leave. Just comment and say I'm happy, then I'll go after. Ooh. Don't think I'm dancing. I'm actually stretching my back when I'm doing this. Yeah, sitting for a long time can be something else. Anyway, guys, yeah, like I said, I'm happy and I'm grateful and I love you. I appreciate you. And all the best with just making every day count. Make today count and know that today is a good day to have a good day. And tomorrow as well, it's no different. So make the most of it. And this is me signing out. Okay. Sibu says, "Ndi happy." Listen, ndi happy, girl. Nam ndi happy. I'm ndi happy, cool. I know. Ndi happy. Moyo says, "Thank you. Lots of love to you. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I am signing out. Have an amazing evening. If it's evening, if it's afternoon to you, enjoy your afternoon wherever you are. Much love. Until the next live or video, I appreciate you so much and I love you always. Oh, that was supposed to be the end screen, but I saw the comments. I needed to come to the comments. Much love, sis. Laquita says, "Enjoy your evening." Thank you. Okay, now I'm gone and gone for real. Cheers.